The story behind this is every time we bake our bacon, we've gotten to where we season it. And we have enjoyed the steak seasoning, Montreal steak seasoning, which I have a homemade version. And I wanted to make a little bit of a spicier version, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm going to move this over here and move this here. First of all, let me tell you what I have. I have 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, a tablespoon of black pepper, a tablespoon of onion powder, tablespoon of garlic powder, and tablespoon of thyme. Now these are the little leaves, thyme. And then I have a tablespoon of seasoned salt. Now let me tell you why I'm using seasoned salt. Because I have holes in my shaker, and the kosher salt does not always go into the holes and come out. If you don't want salt, leave it out. I also have a teaspoon of cumin and a teaspoon of cayenne. Now let me talk about cayenne. I am not a hot and zesty person as far as my food, but all of you out there that want to do it bold, do a tablespoon instead of a teaspoon, and that'll get you very much into where you want to be. I have a 1.5 pounds bacon that I'm going to make, but first of all I want to put this into a shaker. Now if you notice that my shaker is a used shaker, I tore the label off, and it has fairly good sized holes in it, and that's what I want. The smaller holes, some of these seasonings would not come through. So let me get this into the shaker, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got all the seasonings into the shaker, and I'm going to put the lid on, and we're going to shake. Get it all blended up. Make sure everything's even. It's getting there. Now you can add more black pepper if you want. You can omit some things that you don't have, and it'll still come out good. Okay, now I have the pan, and I'm going to put the bacon in there. I like to use a glove that saves my hand from getting all greasy, I guess you would say. Now when I'm done with this bacon, I like to save the bacon grease, because guess what? It's seasoned. It's not plain bacon grease. So if you go to do eggs or something like that, you've got seasoned bacon grease. I always like to lay now this is thick cut bacon. Make sure that you get thick cut. I like to alternate the small bottoms with the large tops, if that makes sense, to where they'll fit on the pan better. Like here's the small end, and I'm going to put the big end down here. Now I can put the little end against the big end. That makes it to where you can get as much bacon on the pan as you want to. Scooch it over, and I'll show you another trick in a second. And another trick too is I'm going to use this down here. So what I do is I'm going to wrinkle these up like so, and when they cook, because bacon shrinks, it'll come out all flat and everything. So this is what I like to do. I've got the oven at 350 now. A lot of people would swear by higher temperatures, like 400, but I like to be able to control my bacon. And what I mean by that is I'm going to cook this for 20 minutes, and at the end of 20 minutes I can see how far along the bacon is, and I may only want to do 15 more minutes. I'm going to wrinkle this one up too, so I can get another piece of bacon in here. That's good enough. Now I'm going to sprinkle my bacon with the seasoning, and like I say, you can make your own. And I left a lot of the cayenne out because of the factor that I wouldn't be able to eat it. But I know there's people out there that just love their heat. And if that's one of you guys, then you add more cayenne. Also, if you want it hotter, you can sprinkle it with the red chili pepper flakes. That would make it top-notch, bold. Okay, do the one side and put it in the oven, and I start out with 20 minutes, and after 20 minutes we flip it. And take the tongs and flip it, and do another approximately 15 minutes. Keep an eye on it at that time, because if you start smelling burnt bacon, it means you better get it out of the oven. So we'll be back when the bacon's done. I took the bacon off of the tray. I did 20 minutes to start out with, and then I flipped it, and then we did 10 more. That seemed to come out, the bacon seemed to come out nice and crispy, and so I'm going to move this pan out of the way. Early in my channel, I did a video on 6 ways to make bacon, and I'll link that video down below. It was a fun video. We were taste testing, and I did orange marmalade, and I did maple syrup, and all kinds of things. So that was a fun bacon video. Let me take a taste of this. The recipe will be below. That's really good. I hope you try this recipe. Like I said, you can put it on anything you want. Put it on those eggs if you're frying them in your bacon grease. I'll talk to you later. We love you. Bye.